Welcome back, everybody. On a night in American history that will be remembered for its significance and the sacrifices made by so many of our fellow Americans, it may seem trivial to be discussing sports right now, but as we listen to the president in the newsroom and you watched in your homes with your families tonight, an unusual scene developed in Philadelphia at the Phillies-Mets game. News of Bin Laden's death spread through the ballpark from calls, texts, smartphones, spreading the news as fans broke out in unison, cheering tonight in celebration. Take a listen. Fans chanting USA, quite a scene in Philadelphia, and earlier today in Houston, the Brewers were in action as well. Before all of the events of tonight, when it was just a game then, the Brewers going for a series win over the Astros. Chris Narveson had a good game going today until the 6th inning when Carlos Lee takes him deep for a 3-run homer. That did a lot of damage. He and Bill Hall and Jason Bourgeois, all former Brewers, doing some damage in this series. The Brewers were down 4-0. Bud Norris had 11 strikeouts in 7 2/3 innings. The Brewers scored just 6 runs in this 3-game set, and watch this play. Carlos Lee taken to the hospital after this collision with shortstop Angel Sanchez. He hurt his ribs. He would be carted off. The Brewers shut out today 5-0. On a lighter note, look who's thrown out the first pitch in Chicago. Gabe Carimi at the White Sox game, doing the honors today as the White Sox took on the Orioles. 5th inning, Nick Markakis with a 3-run double as the White Sox lose 6-4. They've lost 15 of their last 18. To football now, and for the last couple years, the Packers have been the youngest or among the youngest teams in the NFL. Youth was served on the way to winning Super Bowl 45, along with depth, and the Packers feel they've added more once again with this year's draft. GM Ted Thompson traded down several times, ending up with 10 selections. Those value picks so coveted in his system. Head coach Mike McCarthy likes it, and he's not one to rest on his laurels.
Anytime you fall into the mindset of feeling you're a little better than you think you are, that's a mistake. This is a team sport. There's a lot of things that happen throughout an off season. A lot of things can happen throughout a training camp, and we're a perfect example of what can happen throughout a season. So we will compete, train, and pull this group of men together. We'll line up with our best 53 when we come out of training camp, and we'll get ready to take whatever path that is put in front of us.
Guys, on a night like this, I know we mentioned sports could be kind of tough to talk about right now. We think about the ones we know, our loved ones, our friends, our family who have fought this war on terrorism for the last decade or so. When it comes to sports, you think of a man like Pat Tillman. He passed up fame and fortune in the NFL, volunteered to go over with the Army Rangers to go to Afghanistan, lost his life trying to find Osama Bin Laden. Just one of so many, the thousands of people and Americans who sacrificed themselves and made the ultimate sacrifice to do that tonight. That's personally what I'm thinking of on such a historic night, guys.
Just amazing to see that even at the ballpark, just how far technology has come.
Well, you think about getting the news from Franklin Delano Roosevelt on Pearl Harbor, a day that will live in infamy. You think about even the Gulf War. You think about where you were on 9/11. Things like this didn't exist. The Twitter, Facebook, having smartphones, finding out on the internet like that. It's a different world we live in, but at the same time, I think we feel as connected now in a situation like that as we would have 60 years ago or at any other time in American history.
Absolutely.
Very special.
All right, Matt, thank you very much.
Sure.
We'll be right back.